everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been so many days. I miss you guys so much. I miss rambling on here. It's time for a talk. So honestly, I haven't been as consistent as I want to be on YouTube, but I am going to be because I've been working on other things behind the scenes, and I'm very, very excited to share with you guys in the future. Not just yet. I'm not ready yet, but I will share that with you as soon as I'm ready. So in the meantime, we're just going to talk, we're going to chat, and I promise to give you these videos more often. Regardless of what happens during the week, I will still do the trade recaps on Fridays and our Sunday market breakdown. Those are very useful. If you guys are not paying attention, please do. I'm giving you a free game. You literally can see me charting, and whatever I chart on there, if I flag any of my potential setups, those are exactly the trades that I'm looking up for the week. So, and usually, we're hitting 1 to 2 trades a week. That's more than enough. And if you are not profitable, if you are struggling, definitely tap in. If you're already doing great, keep doing what you're doing. Don't change anything about what you're doing. You just need to stay focused, and you'll be closer and closer to where you want to be. So today I have a few things that I want to talk about. We're going to talk about some raw and real truth about becoming a day trader. So I have some things written down on my phone, so we're going to go through them. There's not any particular order to this. It's just a few things that I really want to talk about because as a beginner and someone who's just looking into trading, they have like these certain expectations that sometimes may not be real. Yes, day trading is amazing and can be very, very lucrative, but it takes time. So we're going to get into that. So first things first, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not something that you walk into, you give it a couple of hours a day, and then next thing you know, you are rich. It does not work that way. I wish it did. I honestly wish it did. But those things that come easy, go easy, right? So great things take time. That's what I say to myself every day. This is not a get rich quick scheme. So if that's what you're looking for, day trading is not for you. Literally, day trading, think about it as a career. Like you're going to go in to however many years of day trading college, right? You're going to sit and you're going to learn, you're going to take time, you're going to go through a roller coaster of emotions, but it will pay off, right? It's going to take a long time. For some people, the learning curve is shorter, but you can at least think, like put it in your head that you're going to take about a couple of years, right? At least 2 to 3 years to get somewhere, right? But don't expect less. Like you're not going to make it in 6 months. I know there's some traders that say in 6 months they made it. I don't know how true that is or not. I don't know any of them personally. I will tell you in my experience, it has not been 6 months. We're still on the grind 3 years in. Every day we're getting better. We have evolved so much from the beginning, but it does take time. So definitely not a get rich quick scheme. That's not what it is. Next one. It's an emotional roller coaster. It's an emotional roller coaster. I don't think you are ready for the trials that day trading will take you on. I think that there are so many businesses that people start and they're not as emotional as day trading is because you have such a picture in your head of when you start and what it's supposed to be like, but nothing is like day trading because there's nothing physical, there's nothing tangible that you're really touching. It's not like you have a restaurant or you're opening your real estate business where you go to a house and you have this house or you have, whatever it is, something tangible, right? This is all like somewhere in the interweb. So it's really, really hard to actually start to see something happen, and that can take a really emotional toll. It's very lonely. You don't really have anyone to talk to about trading. No one really understands it, and it can be very different when there is like a business. Everybody is very supportive, and people can visit your business and people can support it. No one can really support you when you're trading in that way. You have to come and you have to do it by yourself. That would be number 2. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster. I don't think it ever stops being an emotional roller coaster. I think you just get better at handling it, if you understand what I'm saying. Number 3, just because you have capital does not mean you're going to be a great trader. I don't think, just how if you were to open up a business, you're putting all your money into that business from the jump, or whether you have clients, whether you know where you're selling on the menu or not, you just need to put all your money in because you got to buy supplies, you need employees, you need to rent a space, all of that, etc., etc. Trading is not that way. You need to, of course, you need to spend money on some sort of like education, like a course, a community, a mentor, whatever it is. Definitely do that. But, and that's going to bring me to our next point. But just because you have money, do not put it into a trading account because you don't know what you're doing. So what I would do is I would demo trade as long until I'm consistent, and that's what I did. Demo trade, and then put in a little bit of money that you're not scared to lose. And if you can do something with that money, gradually we can start depositing more and see how you do with bigger amounts of money, larger amounts of money, right? Because just putting in 10K because you have 10K, you're going to lose 10K. And it could go one or two ways. It can literally break you and you're like, F trading, it's a scheme. I'm not going to do it. I just blew all my money. Or you're going to try to revenge trade and put more money in, and the next thing you know, you're in like a rabbit hole of debt, and you got to explain to your family like why you blew all their money. So that's definitely a hard truth. The more money you have does not make you a better trader. Yes, you do need some capital to start. It doesn't have to be crazy. You can make it happen with a little bit of capital. Not $20 or $50. You're not going to do anything with $20 or $50, honestly. Like, what kind of lot size are you going to put down? And you have to be extremely great. Like these people that you see on YouTube flipping accounts, they've been doing this for years. That's not how they started. So don't go in with that mentality. Maybe $500, $1,000, something like that, something to play with. But definitely not $20. That's really hard. Maybe $100. $100 I think is okay, right? To start to like use like a micro lots, kind of like get the feel and the emotions of the trading, try to grow it little by little. Yes. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is hard because I feel like a lot of YouTubers pitch this one, but it is definitely not the case. I don't think any of them do this, and in my particular experience, I don't do this. The whole risking 1% will get you nowhere on a tiny account. Nowhere. So at the beginning, you're going to over risk, and I'm not like telling you to go over leverage your account. But 1% of $100 is absolutely nothing, 1% of, if your $50 account is absolutely nothing, 1% of 100K is something. So maybe when you get to the 100K point, you can risk 1%, but these traders that are there, they did not do that. 1% into 2%, they did not do that. They were a little bit aggressive with how they got there. That's just a harsh reality. I've tried the 1% route, when I first started, and my account was never moving, right? Because I would go on this little streak and things looked like they were making sense, and then next thing you know, I would lose. And there goes my little tiny account. So, or you just be stuck and like, there's be no movement, So definitely not 1%. I did mention something I wanted to talk about. You need to get a mentor. And that is a topic that is a little difficult. Really look into the people that are online and what they fully provide. Everybody needs a course, and just really look at yourself and think about what works best for you. Are you going to do a course online on your own and fully lock in, or do you need someone to hold your hand? So if you need a little bit of the hand holding, which is perfect, like I wish I would have had the hand holding, we'd be better off by now. But I didn't get that. If you need someone to hold your hand, definitely look for a mentor that provides some sort of mentorships, right? That has like a community, that is involved in their community. Unfortunately, I've been in spaces where I've joined because of the mentor, and the mentor wasn't always available for me. So that is very, very hard. Not always, but like not available for me at all. Like I don't expect you to like text me back every time, but like at least weekly calls so that we can engage and I can let you know where I'm at, and you can look over my trades. And we can talk about some mistakes. So definitely you have to spend the money on a mentor. Yes, there's a lot of free education on YouTube, but it's just going to take you longer. And that's the more money you're going to spend. Whether it's putting into an account and blowing the accounts, you really need to find someone from the jump. Now, when you find that person, make sure that person aligns with who you are as a trader, right? So if you are a swing trader, like me, you have no business on a scalper's community. Even if you like their personality, even if you like what they have, what they show online, if you're really into this person, they just don't align with you. And I've done that myself. I was in Doyle's community, and he was a great mentor, but he just wasn't for me because I'm not a scalper, right? So it just didn't make sense for me to be in there for long. I got in there, I did take some gems, I did try everything that he said, he taught me. He did go over in depth about market structure. His videos were absolutely great, but it just didn't align with who I am as a trader, you know, and I learned that the hard way. Now, if you're a scalper, what are you doing in a swing trader community, right? Yes, some communities have like sections for different types of traders, but you really want to be in a community where the trading style of that mentor is the same trading style as you. Just because you like this person online does not mean that they're a good mentor for you. So, just something to think about. I think it's like 4. I don't really know. Strategy how? Sorry. I'm like so excited. I haven't talked to you guys in a few days, so I'm like really excited. You guys, I don't edit these videos. I'm never going to, I don't think, unless I have someone to do it for me. I hate doing things on the computer. It's like too much. I already work on a computer all day, and then I look at my charts, I trade, I do all these things on the computer. I do not want to sit there and edit these videos. So what you get is this. You get what you get and don't get upset. This is what you got. Let's talk about strategy hopping. There is not a golden strategy. There is not a perfect strategy that's going to make you money, honestly. Scalpers make money, intraday traders make money, position traders, swing traders, they all make money. Some trade forex, some trade commodities, some trade the indices, stock traders, whatever, right? They all make money. So there's not a golden, there's not someone gatekeeping something from you. They just haven't figured it out yet. Find the perfect mentor for you and stick with them, right? For however period of time, stick with them. And we're gonna get into something else with that. I'm gonna be honest about something with the community. This is something that I was upset about when I was in the community, so I'm gonna talk about it. But before that, stick with that person. Do not change strategy. Just because you were with them for 3 months or 6 months or whatever it is, and you have not seen money, just keep doing it. Keep doing it, because it's not the strategy. Maybe it's your risk management, maybe you're emotional, maybe you're closing early, maybe you're holding trades too long and they're coming back to break even. You know, there is something within what you're doing, because if it makes this person money, it should make you money. You know, it's honestly, look inside and figure out what's wrong, but don't switch to another mentor, because you're going to have to relearn everything with that mentor. You're going to waste time, and it might be the same thing. You might be with a mentor 3 to 6 months and you're like, you know what, I didn't make any money, and then you jump again. Do not strategy hop. No one's gatekeeping anything from you. Just keep doing everything, rinse and repeat. If you don't know what you're doing, every Sunday I'm charting, and you can see I do the same things every Sunday. And there's not anything in there that I'm like gatekeeping. It's literally what I do. I flag my setups, and during the week, if they are ready to go, I take them. If not, I don't take them. You know, it's literally that. If I were to go on a losing streak, I'm not going to go look at some other mentor, because they're not going to, you know, what if I go and start with a mentor while they're on their losing streak? Like, where are we going to be? You know, we're just going to like make this journey just long and extensive, and it doesn't have to be that long. It's not going to be quick, but it doesn't have to be 5-6 years of like getting nowhere. You know, we should start seeing like 2 to 3 years, you start seeing something, you know, things start to click. You get me? So definitely lock in with one strategy. Now, when I was in a community, I don't think I'm the best community. Maybe it's me. I'm not the best community person. I don't like the group chats and stuff. I do see that some people benefit a lot from it. I just wish that maybe the communities that I was in were ran differently. For example, I was in a community, when I talk who's community, that everybody was in there, right? They gave a great price and everybody was in there, and people that have never even opened a broker account were in there. People have never traded before in there, you know. And it was like people just getting ready to like signals. They're signal hungry, and they're like, they don't care about learning. They don't care about the journey, and they just want to make money because they want to put it into their MetaTrader or whatever. That's when MetaTrader was like, everybody was trading MetaTrader. Now I'm in the US, so everything has changed. Now currently I use TradeLocker, which is absolutely amazing, but I do miss MetaTrader every now and then. But you can trade MetaTrader on US regulated brokers. You definitely can. So anyways, people want signals, right? And so you really want to learn and you really want value in that community, and then you have people just talking garbage and people that don't know how to trade trying to give signals and like recruit people to whatever their community, you know, it gets messy. So really look at, like, have some discernment and look at the community and see if it's the right place for you. Like, do your research. Are they just letting anybody in there? Is there like a quiz to like even apply for their course? You know, like little things that give it more high value, because it really sucks to be in a community where there's like thousands of people and you're advanced and then this person doesn't even know what a pip is, and you know, you really want to be with people that are like where you're at in your trading time. You know what I'm saying? Or like even if they're beginners, you want them to be serious, right? Because the beginners, like first day, they think they're gonna get rich. Give a few months, they'll lock in and they'll get it together, but it takes some time. So I was in a community like that was very messy. And then I was also in a community that was an all women community, and it was absolutely terrible. Like, and it sucks to talk about like the woman, like the masculine brain and the feminine brain. They're so freaking different, and it sucks that women aren't more like risk takers in this sense. It's such a male dominated space. And I'm not saying they're not like boss ass women out there, and there is, but they're not as like risk takers and dreamers. I feel like women are more like conservative, right? And in this particular group, it was just all women. So like it was very hard when it was a lot of like, their mindset was like, okay, so when am I gonna figure this out? They wanted like very type A, which I am a type A brain person, but there was like very like, I need to know, like you need to give me facts, like how much are you making, like how long did it take you? They don't want to be sold a dream, you know. And it really sucks to be with people with that mindset in the same group, where they're like, they don't want to hear any motivation, they want facts. And the fact is, it's going to take you a long time. That's what the fact is. But that was very, very hard. I think I was in there for a month and I canceled my subscription. Like, I joined because I wanted some like female trading friends, but it sucked. It absolutely sucked, and I hated it. It was a terrible space for me. But so there's just some real things about trading. It's honestly very interesting journey. It is very hard at first. It does get easier. You can't sit there 20 minutes and say you figured it out. It's going to take a while. I did talk about this before on another video. Staying up late at night, you know, grabbing putting my kids down for bed and grabbing a coffee so I can study. You know, it's not going to be like that forever, but there is going to be a time where you need to lock in and really crunch down. Like, you need to do your course, you need to write notes, you need to study, play back trades, watch videos. You're going to have to do that. And there's no other way to it. The faster you get your head around that this is going to take a while, the faster it's going to be for you, right? But if this is just something that you dibble and dabble with, it's not going to work out for you. I don't think this is one of those things that you can't be obsessed with. You have to be obsessed with trading in order for this to work out. It can't be a side, like you can't come into it thinking of a side hustle. You need to think about this as this needs to replace whatever your income is, right? Whether your income is great or not, maybe you have a great 6-figure job. You want trading to replace that. I want you to be motivated like that. I don't want you to think, oh, just a side money, because the side money, maybe you don't really need it, right? Since you're doing great, and then you're not as motivated. So I don't know, I think I'm obsessed with trading, and I think that's one of the key personality traits that all traders have, is that they become obsessed with what they're doing, and that's why they do great. So just wanted to talk about that. Just wanted to chat. Please give your input, like comment if there's something you want me to talk about, if you guys want more educational videos. I'm really looking forward to have my own community. We're going to filter out mess in my community. I'm not going to play. I want serious traders in there helping each other out, because I know that we're going to all grow and be great together, and we're going to reach that financial freedom that we always wanted. So thank you all. I love you. Stay safe. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.